other people, either yourself or other people in the country, to build each other up, to like help each other out, instead of, you know, get into fucking like millions, if not thousands of like fucking dollars in that case of debt.
Mm-hmm.
That's what tax money is for. Tax money isn't necessarily made to spend trillions and trillions on fucking like military. It's also to help other people inside the country out.
Yeah.
And that's not me hating on the military, don't get me wrong there. I'm not saying like, oh, the military this, the military that. But tax money is supposed, first of all, is supposed to help other people out in the country, which can include yourself.
Mm-hmm. Adriana buying hella ambulances for broke people. Right.
No, but it's insane. It's insane to think about it. For me, you know, for someone who doesn't live in the UK, to then hear from a couple of friends who got into a car accident and be like, "Oh yeah, no, so we got an Uber to the hospital," and I'm like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, "Yeah, no, to get an ambulance to the hospital is gonna cost like X amount," and you just sit here like,
"What?
Can you repeat that again? Like what?"
I'm gonna just lick it and stick it and get a band-aid on myself and drive home. Well, yeah, it's ridiculous. Healthcare is a big issue here. I mean, I think everywhere has their own problems that are really, really bad.
Of course, obviously. If you dislike England so much, then how come you live there? I never said I disliked England. There are certain politic agreements that I don't agree with, but you know, I would have the same in the Netherlands. I would have the same in almost any other country. There are always things that you're going to agree with. There are always things that you're not going to agree with. But let's be fair, the way that it's been going in the UK for the past decennia with the Tories on top has not been great, because you can see the gap between the rich and the poor get bigger and bigger and bigger. Like our gas, like especially now, and that is also of course due to Ukraine and Russia, and not to put the blame on anyone, but due to the whole situation between Ukraine and Russia, UK getting most of its sources from Russia, or buying most of its sources from Russia when it comes to petrol or gas, however you want to call it.
Yeah, because stupid America sold all of our fucking own oil rigs to Mexico, which I'm fine, because Mexico should get all of our business, but we're dumb for not investing in that fucking Latin American culture after selling them all of our fucking business. We should have invested in them in the beginning. Oh my god.
No,
this is why
Mexico
gas prices haven't raised since the war started, right? And it's really ironic when people are like, how come Mexico gas prices haven't really raised? And I'm like, well, duh, because they're smart enough to buy from people on their own continent, right? And America is so fucking stupid that we didn't want to turn to them to build up their institutions to help them grow, so we don't have to go across fucking oceans for all of our shit. Sorry, that was my tangent.
No, but I mean, like, for a fact though, you know, like, also if you look in like the UK right now, like our gas prices went up 119%. Whilst in the Netherlands, it was like below 5% that it went up. In France, it went like up, like I think, I had a friend over there. I think they told me like it went up like 3 or 4%. In the UK, it went up 119%. They even have planned blackouts during wintertime where you're still paying for it, but they won't be able to provide. So I'm still paying like the average pay for a family in the UK. So let's say you have like husband, wife, and 2 kids. The average pay in the UK right now for a gas bill is around 2,500 to 3K.
Wow.
And there's going to be planned blackouts, as in like you're still paying for it, but you're not going to get any gas. And I'm just like, you know, that's just fucked. That's fucked.
It is. It definitely is. Someone said the entire drug epidemic in the U.S. is from South America. Hello, sir. I just want to educate you on a little bit of drug issues. The entire drug epidemic in the U.S. is not due to South American cultures. It's not due to South America sending their drugs over here. The drug epidemic in the United States is solely due to the lack of infrastructure our government has built to aid and help those who have substance abuse. It is totally due to the lack of infrastructure our government has built to help people of low income, and it is 100% due to the lack of infrastructure our government has built towards drug abuse and use. And it solely depends on the fact that our government wants to criticize and critique and charge you for your drug use. Okay, it is solely built on our prison system, and a lot of it is due to the negative response we have to prison reformation. And if you don't understand that, then you don't deserve to argue the fact and blindly say that South America is doing the drug use towards America. You don't get to say that. You are wrong. You are wrong. And you don't put one country's issues and make it a fault of our own. 100%.
It's the same as, like, you see in certain countries right now, right, where they legalize all drugs. And I'm talking about legalizing cocaine, legalizing Molly, legalizing heroin. Portugal is one of those countries that legalized every drug, basically. In small amounts. It's not like, you know, you can sit on the street and shoot up a needle or anything, obviously. But they started to legalize drugs, and they noticed that in their crime reports, in their hospital reports, in any fucking reports, there was a lower average of people. And why? Because they would actually be treated, or, you know, if something would happen, people wouldn't be afraid to call